Human beings are obsessed with the future. For thousands of years, kings, emperors, and modern-day billionaires have spent fortunes trying to look through the veil of time. We check horoscopes, consult data scientists, and build multi-billion-dollar supercomputers. But in the summer of 2010, the entire global economy, the stock markets of Europe, and the minds of 1 billion football fans were controlled by a sea creature. A simple, common octopus named Paul. A creature with no concept of football, no knowledge of Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi. Yet, during the FIFA World Cup in South Africa, this animal achieved something mathematically impossible: an 8-for-8 perfect streak of predicting World Cup matches. The odds of doing this purely by chance? 1 in 256. Welcome back to Mr SheSha. Today, we are cracking open one of the most bizarre, mind-bending phenomena in sports history: the World Cup Prophecies. We are going beyond the surface-level fun to look at the global madness these animal oracles created. From death threats by international governments and cartel betting syndicates, to the brilliant, hidden psychological and mathematical tricks that fake oracles use to manipulate billions of dollars. Is it magic? Is it cosmic luck? Or is it a calculated illusion? Let's decode the matrix. To understand the madness, we have to travel back to June 2010. The world was completely gripped by World Cup fever. But in a quiet aquarium in Oberhausen, Germany, a handler's experiment was about to blow up the international media. The rules were simple. Before each of Germany's matches, handlers would place 2 identical clear plastic boxes into Paul's tank. Each box contained a delicious mussel. On the outside of one box was the German flag. On the other was their opponent's flag. Whichever box Paul opened first and ate from was declared his prediction for the winner. In the beginning, people laughed. It was a cute PR stunt for kids. But then, Paul predicted Germany would beat Australia. They won. He predicted Germany would lose to Serbia. The world gasped. Serbia won. He predicted wins over Ghana, England, and Argentina. 5 matches. 5 correct answers. The laughter stopped. Wall Street traders, European bookmakers, and professional gamblers began tuning in live to Paul's tank before placing hundreds of millions of dollars in bets. The pressure was becoming inhuman. Then came the semifinal: Germany versus Spain. Germany was the absolute favorite. But on live international television, Paul slowly swam past the German flag, wrapped his tentacles around the Spanish box, and pulled out the food. The German nation went into meltdown. When Spain indeed knocked Germany out of the World Cup, the internet erupted with pure hatred. German fans demanded Paul be fried, grilled, or thrown into a shark tank. The security at the Oberhausen Aquarium had to be upgraded to a state-of-the-art level to protect an invertebrate from assassins. The situation became so politically intense that the Prime Minister of Spain, José Luis Rodríguez Zapatero, publicly offered Paul official state protection, stating, "I am concerned for the octopus. I am thinking of sending him a bodyguard team." Paul went on to correctly predict Spain winning the final against the Netherlands, completing a flawless 100% accurate run for the tournament. He became a global icon, receiving honorary citizenship from a Spanish town before his natural death in late 2010. But he left behind a dangerous legacy, a legacy that changed the sports betting industry forever. Once the world saw the power of Paul, the floodgates opened. every single aquarium, zoo, and tourism board from London to Tokyo realized that a predicting animal was a golden ticket to free global marketing and millions of clicks. By the 2014 World Cup in Brazil and the 2018 World Cup in Russia, the phenomenon had been completely industrialized. In Dubai, we were introduced to Shaheen the camel. Handlers would place 2 signposts with country flags in the desert sand, and Shaheen would bite or look at the winning team. In Russia, the official star was Achilles the white cat, a deaf feline living in the famous Hermitage Museum, who chose between 2 bowls of food. We saw Nelly the elephant in Germany, Flopsy the kangaroo in Australia, and even Cabeza, the sea turtle in Brazil. It became a bizarre global circus. But behind the cute viral videos lay a much darker, multi-billion-dollar reality: the illegal underground gambling syndicates of Asia and Europe. For these syndicates, an animal oracle wasn't just entertainment, it was a powerful tool for market manipulation. In sports betting, the odds change based on where the public puts their money. If a highly publicized oracle animal predicts a specific team to win, millions of casual fans blindly follow that prediction and bet on that team. This artificial spike allows big syndicates to bet massive amounts on the opposite team at highly inflated odds. Investigators found that certain animal predictions were heavily promoted by shadowy media companies connected to black market bookmakers. The animals weren't predicting the future. They were unconsciously helping syndicates orchestrate the perfect financial trap for unsuspecting fans. So, let's ask the million-dollar question that skeptics and scientists have argued for over a decade. How did Paul the Octopus do it? Was he a psychic? To decode this mystery, we have to look at biology and the law of large numbers. First, let's talk about octopus biology. Octopuses are completely colorblind. They cannot see the red, yellow, or blue of national flags. But what they can see is brightness, contrast, and horizontal patterns. Look at the flags Paul chose most often: Germany and Spain. In a grayscale or high contrast view, the Spanish flag has a massive, solid, bright horizontal block in the middle. The German flag has darker, thinner horizontal stripes. Biologists from the Association of German Zoologists pointed out that Paul was naturally drawn to high contrast, bright horizontal shapes because they resemble food sources or familiar structures in the ocean. His choices weren't based on football tactics. They were based on a visual instinct completely unrelated to the game. But what about the other animals? Why do some of them seem so incredibly accurate? Welcome to the law of large numbers and the survivorship bias. During any World Cup, there are not one, but literally thousands of zoos around the world trying this trick with different animals. Think of it like this. If you ask 1,000 people to toss a coin 8 times, mathematically, around 4 of them will get a perfect streak of 8 heads in a row, purely by luck. The media ignores the 996 animals that failed miserably and puts the one lucky animal on every global news channel. We create the miracle by selectively choosing the survivor. The era of the animal oracles taught us a profound lesson about human psychology. When the stakes are impossibly high, when national pride and fortunes are on the line, we look for certainty in the most uncertain places. Today, in modern football, animals have been replaced by advanced artificial intelligence models and supercomputer simulations. But even with all the data in the world, the beautiful game remains beautifully unpredictable. Because no computer and no creature from the deep can ever truly capture the magic of a ball rolling across a patch of green grass. What is your take on this? Do you think Paul the Octopus possessed a weird, unexplained connection to the universe? Or was it just a brilliant combination of biology and pure mathematical luck? If you had to trust a prediction for the next World Cup, would you trust an advanced AI model or a desert camel? Let us know your wildest thoughts in the comments below. I reply to the best ones. If you loved this mind-bending journey, hit that like button. Subscribe to Mr SheSha for more deep dives into the hidden layers of our world. And ring that notification bell. Until next time, stay smart, analyze the data, and keep questioning everything.